All right. I'm just gonna wait till we actually are officially live because sometimes it says we're not live until there we go. I think we're live now. Okay. So what is going on, guys? Extra Fusion here, and today we are starting a brand new series, live stream sort of a series here on this channel, and that is Road to Black Ops 5 Zombies. Now, obviously, I don't think it's going to be called Black Ops 5. I think we went over this. It's probably going to be called Black Ops, but I'm just going to call it Black Ops 5 just to make it easier. And what this series is, I did the same thing for Black Ops 4, except I didn't go all the way through with it. So the whole idea of the series is to go back and play every single Zombies map in order, including Sledgehammer and Infinite Warfare and all the Zombies maps, every single one of them. Not including Extinction, though, just Zombies. And going back and playing each of the maps in its own separate live stream or video or whatever. I'm going to do live streams for all of them. And basically, we just go back, we play the map, we do everything the map has to offer. So if it has an Easter egg, we do the Easter egg. If it has just a bunch of side quests, we do all the side quests. And if it's just a simple map like Nacht, we just play and have fun and talk about the map, talk about Black Ops 5. We do all that type of stuff. And that's why I'm making it live streams, because it's more fun to do live streams talking with, people and such. So, today we are playing Nacht Der Untoten, obviously. The first ever Zombies map. Obviously. And the reason why I'm starting so early, you might be wondering, like, bro, Modern Warfare is not even out yet, and you're already counting down the days till the next Black Ops? Well, yeah. Assuming that it comes out in, like, October or November of 2020, just assuming, right? Yeah, Matt don't have homework. I don't have fucking homework. I had 2 exams Thursday. They don't give homework after exams, y'all. They were just like, nah, give the weekend off. So I don't got shit. I don't got shit. I actually aced the fuck out of those exams too, so you can kiss my ass. I don't got nothing. Oh, hey, son. Who the fuck's Michael Reed? I don't know. I haven't seen you here before, but yo, what's good? Dude, the only problem with Nacht is it literally takes 10 years for, like, the zombies to come in. Like, you'll be standing here. It'll be round 5, and it'll be, like, in 20 minutes from now. Because they just take forever to come in. But yeah, like I was saying, the reason why we're starting so early is because there's about, like, 50 or so Zombies maps, right? There's about 50 or so, well, it's 52 weeks in a year, right? So if we're, like, a year off from the next one, if I do this once a week, which I know I'm not going to keep up with, I'm going to miss a week or 2. So I thought I might as well start as early as humanly possible so I can actually get it done, And once summertime comes around, we can do these more than once a week. Easy classes. Calculus is kind of hard, not gonna lie. I know you're in calculus too, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure it's the same type of shit. But yeah, everything else I have isn't that bad. I mean, I don't know. Psychology is kind of a little nutty, but it's just memorization. You just gotta memorize a million different terms. Which is doable, but calculus is just kind of... Yo, I fucking hate World at War. You guys didn't see that. You guys didn't see that. Yeah, I wish this map had, like, an Easter egg, because it gets really boring just not having anything to do. We're gonna play every version of it, though. We're gonna play World at War, Black Ops 1, and Black Ops 3. I just thought I would get this stream out of the way early in the morning, which might be bad because a lot of people are asleep right now. But, oh well. I got stuff to do later, so didn't want to do it in the middle of the day. Sunday mornings are just nice to play video games, I'm gonna be honest. What else you can do on a Sunday morning? Go to church, maybe? I don't know. Alright. Bro, I remember back in the day, what was it, like 2008? What I would literally do for like the longest time is every day after school, me, my brother, and like one of his friends would just come to my house, and we would just sit down in our basement, play Nacht on one TV, and then the other TV, which is also in the basement, we would have Wii Sports Resort playing, and then we would switch between them. It would be like split screen on Nacht, and then you'd go over to the other TV to play Wii Sports Resort. It was a fun-ass time, man. And I always wanted to get the other maps, like Veruk and Shinonuma, but I didn't have the money for it, so I was just chilling with Nacht. I don't think I got the other maps until much later. But everyone's always like, oh, you should give Nacht, like, you know, the benefit of the doubt. It's the first map. You shouldn't rate it so low when you're ranking maps and stuff like that. But I'm sitting here like, well, I don't give a shit about benefit of the doubt. This map is just boring compared to all the other maps we've gotten. So I'm going to consider it one of the worst. And in my opinion, it is one of the worst maps. It's just not very enjoyable for me personally. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, yeah, it's the first map, so you got, I guess, a little bit of the benefit of the doubt. Like, if it wasn't the first map, it would probably be, like, much lower. So I'm literally giving it the benefit of the doubt, even when I rate it so low, but that's just not enough, I guess. Benefit of the doubt can only go so far. Bro, I had it about here with this game. Oh my god, this brings me back to the good old days, man, when you would die in round 3 every time. Alright. This time we're not gonna die in round 3. This is the time where we're gonna actually do something. You know, but like I'm used to like honestly, Black Ops, the thing about zombies is as it got higher and higher, like through the maps, they've gotten easier but also harder at the same time, because they've given you more weapons, better wonder weapons, better stuff, you have like a shitload of equipment and stuff. There's so many things to get you out of sticky situations, so that makes it easier. But what's gotten harder is like the amount of boss zombies they throw at you, the amount of Easter egg quests being difficult and stuff like that. That's what's gotten harder. But like this, we only had zombies, right? And sometimes dogs and the monkeys and Ascension. But the maps didn't give you as much good weapons to mess around with, enough good equipment to mess around with. You know, it was only 2 hits to go down. Like now in Black Ops 4, you got goddamn like specialist weapons and shit to just get you out of situations, which make it a lot easier in my eyes. What's up, Alpha Dog? Already preparing for BO5. Yeah, I am actually. Because the thing is, this series, I want to go through every single map that ever existed, which is like 50 plus maps, right? If you count, you know, Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer maps. And I'm probably gonna, do like one of these a week, maybe? We only got another 52 weeks, roughly, till Black Ops 5. A little more than 52 weeks. If it comes out October 2020, which I'm assuming it will, then that's about 50 or 60 weeks from now. So I'm like, might as well start this now, because I did the same thing for Black Ops 4, but I didn't start it till like February of the year when it was the new Black Ops 4 was coming out, and I ended up not finishing the series because I just didn't get to it. I got to Revelations, I think, and then I didn't go through Infinite Warfare or World War II. And I was like, alright, well, I just completely didn't finish this series, so I want to actually finish it this time. And the only way we're going to finish it is if we start it hella early. Because you already know there's going to be weeks I'm going to miss for whatever reason. Like, there's going to be weeks where I'm just not going to do this. And that'll obviously cause for us to be behind in what we need. But even if I am really behind, I can do more than one a week when it comes to in the summertime. And if I feel like I'm going too fast, then I can just pull out and be like, all right, I'll wait a couple weeks to do another one. Because I'm talking every map, man. I just want to go back and play them, do the Easter eggs, do whatever. It really gets you, like, in the feel for every map. And since I'm ranking all the maps after DLC 5 comes out, which I still think a DLC 5 is coming out, after that, I'm going to go through and rank all the maps again. So it will be nice to play some of the older maps and kind of relive them again, you know? It's hard to think that BO5 is already coming out. It feels like yesterday that BO4 was announced. Yeah, that's crazy, too. Because, I mean, obviously that has to do with the fact that it was supposed to come out in 2021. But they got moved up a year because Raven and Sledgehammer failed. So, which, I mean, honestly, I want to see Black Ops 5 as soon as possible, right? Which, like I said, I don't think it's going to be called Black Ops 5, but I want to see it as soon as possible. But, at the same time, I would much rather them have an extra year to really polish the game, give it as much content as possible, make it the best Call of Duty of all time. And we just have to wait another year. I would think I'd be okay with that, as long as they gave us something in between then, like something zombies related though. Like I'm sure they'd give us, you know, more Modern Warfare maps, more Modern Warfare content. I'm sure they can definitely expand Modern Warfare's content another year. I'm sure they can even give us Modern Warfare 2 remastered. But I want something in terms of zombies, whether that be 2 more Chaos maps for Black Ops 4. Or whether that be, I don't know, just something. Something other than DLC 5, because I already know we're getting DLC 5 regardless. There's no way in hell we ain't getting DLC 5. There's been too many leaks proving that it's in the game already. Unless they just decide to scrap it, which would be really disappointing. But the hipfire on this thing ain't that bad. But I'm really excited for when they start announcing things for this game. If it comes out in 2020, which I'm assuming it is. But they could always do something different if they really wanted to. But yeah, all the hype that's going to be around the reveal, that's going to be insane. I'm really looking forward to that because the hype around BO4 was crazy. I mean, I'm assuming the hype might not be like a lot of people are acting like Zombies is dead and that it's over, which oh god, they gave us the Panzer Shrek. A lot of people are acting like Zombies is dead and done. But it's not. Like, it's really not. Like, maybe for some people it is because they don't want to play anything other than Ether, which is fine. But trust me, once they see Black Ops 5, some Vietnam-style Zombies experience with, like, Juggernaut back and the ray gun and all that stuff, they're going to be like, oh, I'm hyped now. And they're going to say the same thing, like, I didn't think I could get hyped for another Zombies game, but here I am, I'm hyped again. It's going to happen. It happened. I remember Black Ops 3, everyone was like, oh, this is the end for Zombies. They're not doing anything else. Black Ops 4, they were back on the hype train. So, I really don't believe anything that anyone says that they're done with Zombies. I don't believe you, man. Like, I don't. For some people, yeah, maybe. But for most people, nah. They're sticking around as long as they can. Especially if they have a channel that revolves around zombies. There's no way in hell they're giving that up. No way in hell. That's where they make their money, is from zombies. Why would they give that up? I honestly wish Modern Warfare had zombies. Like, after playing the beta, those guns are awesome. Like, the way they sound. Imagine those guns and that engine on Black Ops or in Zombies. That would be awesome. But unfortunately, Activision didn't want them to have zombies for some odd reason. I don't know why. I don't see the point of it. And it's not the bullshit explanation that the developers have. Like, they keep saying, oh, we wanted the whole game to feel real and connected. That's not why they did that. There's leaks. They were working on a zombies mode, and Activision told them to scrap it. And then they just didn't do it. That's exactly what happened. They were planning on it. They knew zombies. They wanted to do something zombies related. And Activision told them to fuck off. Which is really annoying, because Activision always tells studios to fuck off. And it's like, bro, just let them do what they want. If they want to do a zombies mode, let them do a zombies mode. If they don't want to do a zombies mode, Don't make them do zombies mode. Just let developers do it. They know what they want. And whatever they want is usually what they'll make better of. If you force them to do something they don't want to do, chances are there's no passion behind it, and it's not going to end up being good. That's why you have to let them do what they're passionate about, and it'll be good. You know? Like, I like Blackout. I think Blackout's good, but I'm sure the developers weren't, like, wanting to do that. I'm sure they actually wanted to make a campaign and all that. And, yeah, they did make a campaign and it ended up failing, apparently, so that's why they decided to scrap it and make them do a BR instead. But it's like, still, just let them do what they want. They know what's best for the game, you know? Like, I feel bad for Vandahar, man. That guy seems like he's depressed. He's always on Twitter, like, going off about how much, like, he wishes game development was better and stuff. He's, like, always like, I need to give some time to set my head straight. It's sad shit. And then you see people bashing him for things he can't control. I feel bad for the man. I really, really do. Like, I wish people weren't so hard on him, but I don't know. Guess it is what it is. PTRS is kind of beefy. I like it. So when it comes to, like, Black Ops 1 and shit, I don't know how we're going to handle that, because I want to do the Easter eggs, but some of the Easter eggs, like when we do this thing, some of the Easter eggs you need more than one guy with. You need, like, a 4-man team. So maybe those maps we just won't do the Easter egg. I don't know. Oh, there's the Easter egg song. I think it's called What the Fuck, right? I thought double points shows up as in font, just says double points. What do we get? Trench gun, pretty cheeks, but we'll take it. Oh, I was jamming out to this song. I just need the ray gun. That's all we need. MP40 is actually not that bad. Points don't even matter in this map. The only thing you're ever going to buy is the 2 doors and the box. Maybe wall weapons if you really want. Probably should have grabbed the nuke, whatever. Yep. As long as you're sprinting in World of War, they can't hit you. It's just the fact that if they stop you in your tracks, then you're screwed. No! Shit! Okay. Alright, that was fun while it lasted. I'm going to Black Ops 1 now because I can't stand the World of War mechanics. I think most people would agree with me. The World of War mechanics are straight cheeks, man. Just the way it worked. I think the best Call of Duty for mechanics was probably Black Ops 3, like just how the zombies worked, how they swung, how everything like that. I feel like Black Ops 3 just had the best system. I'd say Black Ops 2 was also pretty good for that. Black Ops 4 is different, but it's not bad. You know, people make it seem like different is some bad thing. But I wouldn't say it is. You like my background, Revelations? I wouldn't say it's a bad thing. What the hell isn't Black Ops working? Great. Is Black Ops just not going to work? Oh, now it's working. when I decided to take it out of the freaking thing. Alright. Let's load up Black Ops 1. One of my favorite all-time COD games, which, as a whole, not in terms of zombies. I mean, zombies is great, don't get me wrong, but... Yo, wait, Tom Holland can now show up in Venom 2 thanks to new Spider-Man deal? Okay, interesting. These new Spider-Man deals are great, though. My teeth are killing me right now. Don't tell me my Black Ops disc doesn't work. Get that shit out of here, man. Imagine your disc not working in 2019. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if this disc doesn't work, but like, come on now. That's why I do digital from now on. Like, you know, digital is just a lot easier, and you don't have to deal with broken discs. So that's a nice thing, isn't it? But I do like the novelty of having a disc, but it's just so much easier doing digital, man, for everything these days. It's just like there's no reason to not do digital other than for the novelty. That's the only reason I can actually think of as to why someone would actually want a physical copy over the digital copy. Like, there's just, you know. So The Walking Dead comes back next week, but I'm gonna be seeing it tonight because of some special AMC premiere thing I have. I love this comic art style that they did for these loading screens. Remember back when the loading screens were just things like this, and now they're like full-on cutscenes. Trying to think what version of Nacht I like the best. Definitely not Black Ops 3. Because all the added gobblegums and shit, it's like, come on now. You know? And the added perk. I don't know, this version might be my favorite. Just the way you move in Black Ops 1, the movement, the thunder gun. It's all great stuff. It just feels so much smoother, you know? I like how the zombie models look just like this in Togger Tone. They got the OG zombie models back. Bro, I love zombies. My god, the more I play it, the more I'm like, I just love it, man. It's one of those things that's been in my life for like, what, half a year now? Not half a year now. Half my life now? Actually, more than half my life. I've been alive for 19 years, right? And I've been playing since 2008. And it's 2019 now. So yeah, exactly half of my life I was playing zombies. And it's not like I like played zombies for like a year and then stopped playing the next year or something like that. Like, no. No, I've been playing every single year since 2008. Like, I've been enjoying zombies, enjoying the new maps, playing the old maps, doing everything it is to do with zombies since 2008 and have not stopped since. That is like some of the craziest thing I've ever even thought of. Like, I love The Walking Dead, right? But I've only been watching The Walking Dead since 2013. So that's been in my life a lot less than Call of Duty and Zombies has. I mean, Call of Duty as a whole has been in my life for longer than that, 2006. You know? That's crazy to think about. Dark Ether story equals reboot. That's what I've been thinking. But at the same time, I don't know, because would that take away the impact of the ending if technically the reboot is still technically in the same universe? Like, you know, would that take away the impact, maybe? I wouldn't mind that at all. I personally think that's what DLC 5 is going to be. I think we're going to play as Victus within the Dark Ether in DLC 5. But I don't know about the reboot, though. This is what I honestly would not mind. I'm pretty sure a lot of people wouldn't like this because, like I said, it would, you know, kind of take away the major impact of the ending. If the Dark Ether kind of slowly seeped this way into the perfect world somehow, I don't know how, but somehow Monty finds a way to like seep the 115 back into the Earth. And so it's kind of all over, it starts all over from scratch because people on Earth have no idea what this zombie, the 115 thing is about. And they don't know, there's no history about it, right? So people start finding out about zombies all over again, and we get some brand new characters, and they have to deal with it. But technically, it's still the Ether story. It's still got Monty there. It's still got the perk machines, Pack-a-Punch, wonder weapons that we all know and love, stuff like that, all coming from the Dark Ether. I would not mind that at all, and that's what I'm expecting to happen because they said the end of the Ether, but they can spin that in any way, shape, or form that they want, really. They really could. I don't see how... I don't know. Respect, yeah. I agree. I think people would like it because a lot of people are complaining about the ending. Yeah, a lot of people are. Which I don't understand personally because I thought the ending was perfect. Story-wise, I think it was perfect. In terms of gameplay and overall how it ended, I was like, yeah, I would like the CGI cutscene. I would have liked some more impact, more emotion. But in terms of story, that's such a beautiful ending. I was like, wow. Especially after hearing people's analysis of it, I was like, so much better than I expected. But I was expecting Richtofen to switch bodies with Dr. Monty, and that would lead to BO5. That would be insane. But I think the interesting thing about Monty and why it worked so well is because Dr. Monty didn't even know that they were at Call of the Dead. Monty was at the house waiting for them to show up to kill him. But Nikolai knew that they didn't have to do that. They didn't have to go kill Dr. Monty. That wouldn't help the cycle. Or break the cycle. That wouldn't do anything. So instead, he completely tricked Dr. Monty, and he had him go to Call the Dead, Victus go to Call the Dead, while he killed everyone in the crew because he knew that was what had to be done. You just stream the next map every day up until BO4. No chaos story. What I'm actually doing is I'm streaming every map. Not every day, but I'm streaming like once a week maybe, leading up to Black Ops 5. Every map, though. I am doing Chaos Story. I am doing, what's it called? Infinite Warfare. I am doing World War II, Advanced Warfare. I'm doing every single map that's ever existed. While it's going to lead up to Black Ops 5 whenever that releases. Not every day, obviously, because like once a week maybe, you know? Because Black Ops 5 probably comes out in about a year from now. A little more than a year. So if I do this like once a week, there's like 50 plus maps. I'll end up, you know, finishing the series right around the time when... And I might skip a week or two, you know. I might skip most weeks, honestly, but I can always make up for it during the summertime. It's the end of the Ether story, but the start of the Dark Ether story. Yeah, everyone's acting like it's the end of Zombies is like ridiculous. I'm like, bro, it is not the end of Zombies. Calm your titties. They are doing more zombies. They would never stop doing zombies. As long as it's got a fandom, they're gonna keep doing it. Yeah, once a week is still good. Yeah, most weeks. I'm gonna miss a few weeks here and there, for sure, because of whatever, you know. But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I want to get to the good maps though. I don't really like World of War that much. Like, it's a classic. It's nostalgic, but like, it's just really kind of boring for the most part. The maps don't have depth to them, you know. It's like, I'm playing such a small map with nothing on it. Come on. At least the mechanics in this game are much better than World at War, so I'm not gonna get dicked in a really obnoxious way. So we're just gonna play this, and then we're gonna go to BO5 to play the Black Ops 5 or BO5, BO3 to play the Black Ops 3 version of Nacht after we're done with this. Like, I'm not trying to go for high rounds or anything. I'm just gonna play, just try to enjoy every single bit of this map, which isn't much of an enjoyment to me because it's just kind of a plain map, like I said. But it's nostalgic, you know, and I think that's what's important when it comes to a map like this. There we go. I really wanted the Galil. Should we go by upstairs? Yeah, screw it. The ultimate camping spot. Which honestly isn't that good of a spot. Like, it's not bad, but it's really not all that good either. Remember that BO2 lasted me like 3 years until BO3. Or BO2 lasted me 3 years until BO3. I remember playing Origins every day, just surviving. I still don't know how I didn't get bored since I did almost the same thing every match. Yeah, Black Ops 2's got a lot of replay value to it in my eyes. There's just so much to do in it, especially with Origins and Mob of the Dead. Even Buried 2 has got a lot of content to it. Like, I think BO3, BO2, and BO4 are like my top 3 zombies modes. Maybe even Infinite Warfare. I don't know what it is about Infinite Warfare that I love so much. I really don't. Like, I am probably the minority there because most people don't like Infinite Warfare. But that zombies mode is just so enjoyable. I think it's the music. The music's a big, I think, plays a big part in it. Because I just love playing and just jamming out to whatever song is on the map, like Spaceland, jamming out to the 80s music. It's a fun time. Well, I guess the Thunder Gun. No. No T-Gun? Oh, nice. China Lake. I really wanted that. Oh, nice, a Dragunov. No! Don't you kill me now. I'm not even gonna get Mule Kick, honestly. What is it gonna do for me? Boom. Kaboom. I just want the Thunder Gun or the Ray Gun. Python. Ooh. Fucking FAL. Come on now. Commando is good, but not what I need. Nope. Alright. Let's go back into our spot. What BO5 needs in its zombies map is a lot of replayability and have camping and training spots. One thing I hate about BO4 is there's almost no camping spots. Yeah, I see what you mean. Replay value is the most important thing to me. Because, yeah, a map can be amazing and have all this great, awesome first-hand experiences. But if those experiences aren't lasting for more than like a month, then there's a problem. And I think BO4 did a good job with that in terms of like the game modes, the contracts. That definitely added the replay value. But I think a lot of the mechanics themselves just weren't very good, and that kind of ruined a lot of that replay value because, yeah, you had a lot of stuff to do, but a lot of that stuff wasn't as enjoyable as it might have been in like Black Ops 3. But I don't mind the maps being more difficult and having like less training abilities. I mean, I think there's some of the maps in Black Ops 4 have good training spots, I think. At least in my eyes. Like, it's not that the training spots aren't good, it's just the fact that the zombie AI is a little bit smarter than that, so it's not as easy to train. Like, the training isn't as smooth. It's more like you have to kind of... It takes more effort and more work to train in Black Ops 4. But there's definitely spots that allow you to do it. Camping isn't very easy. Honestly, I don't like camping at all because unless you have a really good exit method, like I don't have a good exit method right now, then otherwise I don't like camping. Because at least training, I know I can get out of the situation. But like right here, if I get stuck in a bad corner without ammo, I'm dead. It's over. Yeah, at least like I'm dead, you know? Like, Alpha Omega had some cool ideas, but it had no replayable for me after beat the Easter egg on the second day. I barely played it after that. Yeah, that's your eyes, yeah. I like Alpha Omega though. I am one of those guys who I don't know what it is. It might be the ray guns. I really enjoyed the ray guns. I liked the Easter egg. I thought the Easter egg was replayable because, I mean, I was forced to replay it because of the I was taking part in the Zombies Community Showdown, this big event, and one of the challenges was the Easter egg speedrun on Alpha Omega, so I was kind of forced to play it like a million times, and I did, and I just kind of fell in love with it, I guess. Like, I never got bored of it, even after playing it like 20 different times, like the Easter egg, you know? I don't know exactly what it is about the Easter egg. I mean, it's a little bit easier. It's not like a tedious quest, other than like 1 or 2 steps are a little tedious. But I think what they need to do is they need to make sure that Easter eggs are solo friendly as well as good for multiple people, because there's a lot of Easter eggs that aren't solo friendly, like just steps that just are not easy to do because the inability to make crawlers like easily you can't make crawlers that easily in Black Ops 4. And there's a lot of steps in some of the maps that are just such a bitch to do by yourself because no one's holding the zombie. They need to take into account solo players and, you know, co-op for Easter egg quests, because if you're gonna make the Easter egg doable on solo, make it doable. Don't just make it like, oh, it's gonna be hard, you might want more players. Just make, if it's gonna be possible, at least make it somewhat doable and not annoying and tedious, like trying to put in a code into a machine when there's zombies coming at you, you know? It's just annoying. I don't know what's harder on tag, being the Easter egg or getting a thunder gun. Yeah, the thunder gun is not common on that map. Not at all. The Wunderwaffe, I've hit the box and I just get the Wunderwaffe every freaking time, but like, even the Tundra gun I get a lot, but the thunder gun, nope. It's just inexistent. But there is a way to get it, you know, through the, if you do all the challenges, which can take a while, so that is unfortunate, but they might have done that on purpose because they know the thunder gun's the best one in the map. It's definitely the best wonder weapon on that map. So they were like, yeah, we should make this harder for them and make it harder to get. Unless it's just completely coincidental that everyone is just not getting lucky. It's just possible, I guess. Or it's actually a lot harder to get. Alright, so we're going to hop on Nacht in Black Ops 3 to finish up the Nacht playthrough, which hasn't been all that exciting, I'm going to be honest with you guys, but we have to get through every map. It is what it is, you know? But I just don't enjoy Nacht. I don't know. I'm not very good at Nacht either. Maybe that's it. I've never been all that good at Nacht. We didn't even put on Gobblegums. We just kind of went for it. Oh well. I don't need Gobblegums, dude. Screw Gobblegums. They're no fun. They ruin the map. We're just going to use classics. Be more fun that way. kind of wish they did something cool with Nacht in TOG. Like maybe, I don't know, something like that. Like that cutscene right there should have been somehow implemented into the map. I don't know how, but I think that would have been cool. We need Mystery Martini for tag alone. Yes, Mystery Martini, the best perk out there. I want that thing to be a reality. Bro, this Nacht looks so different compared to the other two Nocts. Like, the other two Nocts were like almost identical. It was just like a graphical upgrade, but this is like, they just added so much detail into the map, which I appreciate, but it's odd. Ooh, okay, let's hit go. They should have just said full send and added freaking Pack-a-Punch to this map. They might as well. They put it outside. Look at the detail and everything. Oh, here we go. I forgot. They take like 10 minutes to spawn in Black Ops 3 Nacht. We're gonna be sitting here for like 10 years. Oh, alright. Guess they wanted me to have the death chain. Like, there's seriously still out there? Where are you bitches at? There we go. Blinded by the light. This 1911 is just ugly, man. I hate it. Like, it sounds like a freaking... I don't even know. Like, I don't... Why can't they just copy and paste the sound from Black Ops 1? Just copy and paste it. Who cares? I'm sure the file is in there somewhere. I'm sure they can get the same sound back. But this gun just sounds grody. I mean, I guess it's a futuristic version of the M1911, and that's why they wanted... Obviously, it's going to sound different if it's like a futuristic version of it. So this ain't no classic 1911. Uh-uh. Not one bit. Doth be a sped? It's so stupid to have Mule Kick here because literally Mule Kick is the most common perk to get out of Wonder Fizz. So you might as well just hit the Wonder Fizz. You're probably going to get Mule Kick. Save a hell of a lot of points. How far that guy is. Jesus, that dude was far out there. I keep itching my nose. There's this weird itch just on it right now, and it's driving me nuts. It's like the little part between your nostrils. It's itching. It's driving me nuts. What do you think of Modern Warfare so far? So far, it's my least favorite COD ever played. Really? Damn, I like it. I like it. I didn't like the first weekend of it. I was like... had a really big problem with a lot of different features. I mean, I still enjoyed it for the most part, but I was also feeling like I hated how campy it is. I hated how slow it is. I hated the map design. I hated the mini-map problem. I hated the fact that it was kill streaks instead of score streaks. I didn't like the creative class system. I was having a bad time. But then the second weekend came around, and I learned to just accept a lot of these new features, and I was like, you know what? It's really not that bad. I just have to accept it. And then when I learned to accept something, I realized that it's not that bad afterwards. And then I'm like, all right, I can do this. I can deal with it. It's different. Yeah, I'm going to have to get used to this play style that you have to kind of adapt to. But I ended up really enjoying it. And I think I'm going to like the game as a whole. I mean, I don't know about Spec Ops. We don't really know anything about that. But in terms of multiplayer, I think I'll enjoy it. Especially because it's more Battlefield-like. I definitely wanted COD to go that Battlefield route for a while. And the campaign looks good, so I'm sure it'll be good. I think to this date, I always want to think of what's my least favorite COD, and I really don't know. Like, it's between two CODs, and I hate saying this, but it's either between World at War or Advanced Warfare. Those are one of my least two favorite. I don't know which one it is, and I hate saying that because World at War is so nostalgic to me, and it just feels so shitty to say that it's one of my least favorite, even though I'm so, like, I had some of the best memories on that game. But objectively looking at it, I don't know. It's not that great. Campaign's phenomenal, but the multiplayer is broken. The zombies is so simplistic and boring. Yo, what's up, Jay Steiners? Yeah, I do remember you. You were on my stream a while back. I remember that. A couple times. Yo, this itchy nose I got right now is gonna kill me. Alright, let's try the help door finally. Hit the box. M8. This nice ass leprechaun camo. Feel bad for Xbox and PC at the wait a whole 1 year for survival. That decision makes no sense to me. Like, I've been trying to piece together why that's even a thing, and I don't get it. I really don't. Like, I'm actually happier with this though than I would be with having to wait, because okay, this is what it was like. So Black Ops 3 to World War II, it was Xbox, PC, and PlayStation get everything at the same time except for the betas, which they have to wait a week for, and the DLC packs they have to wait a month for. But everything else, the updates, the guns, the camos, that was all at the same time. Black Ops 4 came around, and they said, okay, everything is going to just be a week instead of a month, but it's for everything, including updates, new modes, new guns, everything. It's a week, but it's just a week. So I was like, all right, I don't know if I like this better or worse because it's only a week now, but it's for everything, which kind of is annoying. And then now they have this new thing in Modern Warfare. Everything is free at the same, or not free. Everything is at the same time, right? All the DLC maps, all the guns, everything is at the same time, except for the survival mode. But it's a year. I don't get that. Like, they're not, like, no one's gonna say, oh, I'm gonna go buy a PS4 just for survival. Like, is anyone really gonna do that? I see people canceling their pre-orders. I don't see people freaking out over survival mode and buying a PlayStation for that, you know? Like, for new DLC maps, yeah, people might care enough to buy a whole PlayStation, but survival mode? People are just angered by that. Not that they really want to play survival that badly, more because they just think it's so stupid. And they're like, why am I going to get this game if it doesn't even have a whole game mode? I personally don't care that much because I don't really like survival anyways. And I have a PlayStation too, so what's really the point of me caring? But I just don't understand it business-wise, you know? Like, if they need some exclusivity, make it like a month or something. Why is it a year? Literally, the next COD game is going to be out by the time it's available for everyone. Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. I bet MW have 1 week exclusivity for everything, and PS gets it first. They actually confirmed that everything is at the same time, so we're good. Unless they decide to change it, which I hope not. But they have said that everything is, all the content is at the same exact time. So we're Gucci. Like DLC maps, all that good stuff, guns. You have to remember though, because back in the day, Xbox got all this shit earlier, and it was annoying for PlayStation players back then. Yeah, but that doesn't change. Like, it's not that we just are mad at the fact that we're just not getting it the first. We're just mad at the fact that it's even a thing in the first place. You know, it shouldn't be there. It's such a popular game. Like, yeah, for smaller titles, whatever, exclusivity is going to be a thing. But COD is the most popular, or at least one of the most popular game franchises out there. And you're gonna make things exclusive for certain things. And a year for something is much different than just waiting a month for just map packs, you know? Like, it wasn't as big of a deal back then because it was just map packs. And Call of Duty was always better on Xbox. Everyone made the note that, oh, if you want to play Call of Duty, you should probably get an Xbox. That was kind of like just a known fact. But to just switch it on us out of nowhere, that drive me nuts. Like, you shouldn't just switch it like that, because I know a lot of people, especially a year after the new consoles came out, that was annoying, because I knew a lot of people who had PlayStation 3s, and they got Xbox One just because of the, the fact that they would get the DLC early. So they got Xbox Ones, and then a year later, Black Ops 3 comes out, and they're like, oh, by the way, we switched over to PlayStation, so sucks for you if you already bought an Xbox One. Now we're on PlayStation. People were furious because they already bought Xboxes. Now they have to go trade that in and buy a PlayStation? Like, it's just ridiculous how the fact that they switched it that quick. If they switched it like a year before the new consoles came out, or like the same time as the new consoles came out, I think it would have been a little bit better. So at least people will know. They'll be like, all right, I'll make an informed decision. I'll get the PlayStation instead because I know I want the DLC early. You know? I think what would be better, if they got to do exclusive, just do just the map packs in just a week. You know, that'll be better. But everything else at the same time. This survival thing is just weird to me, but like I said, I'm okay with it. Well, with Activision, you are never sure. They go back on so many things. Yeah, they could. They definitely could. As long as they don't officially say it, they could really go back on anything. But I'm pretty sure they officially said this. Unless I'm just mistaken. I don't know. PS4 is now the console to play COD on, so it's just not the same situation as with back in the day. Well, now it is. Yeah, I agree. But back then it wasn't. What's up, PXBXP? MC Zombie Slayer. I know you from Twitter, dude. Why not play Nacht Der Untoten? Well, because I'm doing this series where I'm playing every single Zombies map leading up to Black Ops 5, so I'm doing every map, like, bi-weekly sort of a deal. And my PlayStation's actually not here right now, so I can't even play it until tomorrow because my PlayStation's back at college. Because right now I'm home, right? I live in my dorm in college, but now I'm home for the weekend, so my PlayStation's not here. I'm playing on Xbox right now, so even if I wanted to play it, I couldn't. But either way, I decided to do this series as I started today, where I'm playing every single Zombies map. Not in one stream, obviously. I'm doing it like once per week or something like that, leading up to the next COD game. But I'm probably going to stream some TOG like next week. I don't know. But yeah, I can't even play right now because my PlayStation is not here, so that's depressing. Road to Black Ops 5 Zombies MW hasn't come out yet. Yeah, I know, because you gotta realize there's like 50 plus Zombies maps. And if I'm gonna do this like once a week, I gotta start it early as hell. You know, this is as early as I gotta start it. RPK, this thing is sexy. Remember they officially said that supply drops in BO3 would be cosmetic, and that didn't happen. Actually, they didn't officially say that. I remember the exact statement. Treyarch said, Activision I don't think said anything about it, but what Treyarch said is they want to keep it cosmetic only. Or no, they said it would be cosmetic only at launch, which was technically true, but, you know, they do all these technicalities, you know, they're like, oh, technically we said at launch, we didn't say afterwards what would happen, which makes sense. Wouldn't the first Zombies map be World at War Nacht? I already did actually play World at War Nacht. When I do these things, I'm doing every single version of the map. So I played in the stream, I played World at War Nacht, then I went to Black Ops 1 Nacht, and now I'm on BO3 Nacht because gotta play every version of it, right? I don't want to, you know, just leave out the remakes and stuff, or remasters. So, but I did cheeks on them. I didn't feel like playing them for too long because I can't even play that long. I have to go in like less than 30 minutes from now, so actually no, like 40 minutes. So I wasn't trying to play it that long. I went down and I was like, all right, on to the next game. And now I'm on to Black Ops 3. I'm not really a fan of Nacht anyways. Like, it's nostalgic for me, yeah, but it's just not all that fun. It's really just a simple map. There's not much to it. But it's, you gotta give it the benefit of the doubt, I guess. It is the first map, so, you know. It is all fair game. think I'll get BO4 for Xmas because there's more zombies maps. Yeah, if you want. Yeah, I think it's cheaper now. It's like 40 bucks maybe. You think Victus Chronicles will happen? I still believe it will. Yes. Because the maps are in the game. They're literally in the damn game. It's just a matter of whether or not they want to release them. I hope they do. But I'm about to buy the Fortnite Battle Pass tomorrow and grind out the entire thing because I ain't been. I mean, you do you. I haven't played Fortnite. I don't think since like May. But yeah, I don't know. That game isn't for me anymore. I'm just not loving it. Did you play BO2 Nacht? Well, considering BO2 Nacht is just within transit, I did not. No, I'm not gonna, because that's not technically Nacht. You know, it's just Nacht within BO2, a BO2 map. But we'll be on to transit within the next, like what, 12 weeks maybe, 13 weeks. I don't know. It's like the 12th or 13th map, I think. It's cheaper online, like Amazon. Yeah, I'm sure it is. But it's probably the same price digitally, so you're better off buying the physical copy. Have we still not bought upstairs? We should do that. BO3 is so much easier, man, than any other COD I've ever played, man. Transit will be the biggest benefactory of the updated engine and more modern game. I agree. I cannot wait to see what that map is like. Especially because the problem with like Blood of the Dead and TOG is that it's a remake, sort of a remake, of really good maps. So it's really hard for them to beat the maps. Like, chances are people aren't going to like the maps as much as the original. Because they're going to be comparing it. People are always going to compare. People compare Blood to Mob all the time. And it's like, Mob is so good that it's so hard to beat it. But Transit is so bad that the remake will automatically, like, people are gonna like it more. No way they're not. So I think Transit and Die Rise too, like, there's no way they can't be better. Buried, on the other hand, Buried I think was pretty good, so that could be either way. 5 days left of the season, my friend says. Get to the tier 100, I'll give you 50 bucks. Oh, tier 100, I'll get to give you 50 bucks. So I mean, how can I run that? Turn that down. 5 days left, and he wants you to get to tier 100 for 50 bucks. Well, it depends what tier he is right now. If he's just tier 0, that's gonna be a bitch. You're gonna be playing all day, man. You're gonna be playing all damn day. But that is, I would take that deal. I'm gonna be honest. Just to play video games for 50 bucks. I mean, sounds fun to me. So burnt on MW right now, I don't even want to watch vids, but I'm literally forced to because my favorite COD YouTubers just post vids and MW news or beta stuff. That is true. People are going to post whatever is the newest thing because that's obviously what's the most popular thing at the moment. This RPK is just feasting. Like, there's no reason to buy the door. I want to go get more perks, but do I really have to? This is just so easy. It was bad for solo, yes, co-op it's really fun, but I generally believe if they execute a Transit remake really well, then it could be one of the greatest maps. I have to agree. They could do really good shit with it. Especially the jet gun's better. Yeah, and I agree though, Transit is better co-op. I still don't like it though, but it's definitely better than it is solo. I think the only enjoyment I get at Transit is just how much I don't like it. So, like, I end up just having fun because it's like, you just make fun of everything. You're like, oh, this is stupid. And then you just have a good laugh with your friends. That's kind of how I feel about it. Watch Red get mule kick. Oh, sleight of hand. Nice. Treyarch or IW? As a whole, Treyarch. But if we're just talking about just campaign, I'm going to go with IW. If we're talking about just multiplayer, I'm going to go with Treyarch. If we're talking about zombies, obviously, I'm going to go with Treyarch. But whole game, the entire studio, definitely Treyarch. I just enjoy their games better. Like, as a studio, I think Infinity Ward is much more competent. They're much more open to discussion with the fans, so I definitely appreciate that from IW. But in terms of just their games and the products they make, I've always liked Treyarch's games more. My top 3 favorite COD games are Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and Black Ops 3. So that's got to tell you something. And then Black Ops 4 is a close, like, maybe 6 or 7. So, like, the fact that I just like their games that much just says something. But campaigns, I've always liked IW's campaigns more. I think they are some of the best campaigns ever. Infinite Warfare, the Modern Warfare series. Kaboom. Sub El Lulu. What's good? Trent should have been one of the... Stamina up. I do not want stamina up. Trent should have been one of the greatest maps of all time, but it was fucked over by the current gen of console. I agree. It was. They had a cool idea behind it. I think it just failed in execution because of the console limitations. They tried too much for what they could handle. I think was the major issue. I'm more of a Black Ops guy, so Treyarch is number 1. I agree. I am definitely more of a Black Ops guy as well. That's why I'm excited for Modern Warfare, but definitely more excited for whatever Treyarch does the next year. Mainly for the zombies factor of it. You know, zombies is obviously just more exciting for me. But I'm still going to play the shit out of Modern Warfare for sure. This is too easy, man. This map is just too easy. Well, this map in this game. Well, the war is hard. BO1 is hard. Once we get to like the 20s, though, it's going to be a little difficult because the guns aren't going to be doing as much damage. We really shouldn't have picked up Deadshot. Because what is Deadshot going to do for us? You know? Nothing. It ain't gonna do shit for us. If we got double tap instead of that, it would be perfect. But oh, now we got Jug. We're kind of smooth sailing. Bro, I've been itching my nose this whole stream. I don't know what it is. Denizens Fog and the Lava were added because the cons couldn't handle it, if you think about it. Yeah, they were, because they couldn't fill up the areas in between the maps. I think they should have just taken the maps that they had, the 5 different locations, and just smashed them together, you know? Just smash them together. Don't have any of that long way in between it. For what the limitations they had, that's what they should have done. Obviously, in this new version, though, I want them to have the areas just... Don't remove the denizens. Just make the denizens like a round-based thing, like dogs. Just have the denizens only come every like 5 rounds. Have them be really annoying just for those 5 rounds that they come. But that's it. Got around 50 on Nacht Der 3, but I got bored, so I died. Yeah, I feel the same way about high rounds. I don't like high rounds at all. They're just not enjoyable to me. They get so boring. Like I'm round 13 and I'm bored. I'm only not bored because I'm talking to you guys. But like if I was playing by myself, not streaming right now, I would be wanting to kill myself right now. I'd be like, bro, I'm just sitting here in a corner shooting zombies. I don't know. That's why I like maps like Origins, Mob, Dreisendrach, 9, all those newer maps, because there's just so much more to do on them. You're just constantly moving around, finding building stabs, doing Easter egg quests, doing all this sort of awesome stuff. You just don't have that on these World of War maps. Nacht is my least favorite Treyarch map because it's so boring after 20 rounds. I agree. We ran out of ammo, but we have an alchemical, so we should be alright. Based on leaks, though, these remakes of like Transit, Die Rise, and Buried are heavy remakes. Like heavy. Meaning they're not gonna play anything like the originals. Which could be a good thing, for sure. We about to run out of ammo. Pop this. There we go. Should do a Spec Ops stream on Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. I don't know. I don't like Spec Ops that much. It's just kind of boring to me. I don't know. Like after you play them once, it's like, all right, I'm kind of bored of this now. So, and I don't know if most people would want to watch it anyways. But maybe I'll go back to it. I don't know. I'll see. Probably not, though. Just because of the fact that I don't really get much enjoyment out of Spec Ops. I'm hoping Spec Ops and Modern Warfare will be good, though. Because they're definitely doing more than what the other game did. Get that nuke. I'm assuming there's a perk cap, right? Yeah. One thing that held me back from getting BO5 for Xmas is the microtransactions as certain awesome guns behind supply drops. It's annoying, the fact that they do that, but to me, it doesn't ruin the game. Like, I can play the game without those cool guns. And you can still technically earn them just by grinding the game out, by getting the weapon bribes. But yeah, it's kind of unfortunate because your chances you getting them obviously are pretty low when it comes to just playing the game a little bit. But it doesn't affect zombies too bad, so I don't really have a problem with it in zombies. It doesn't really change my enjoyment of zombies that much at all, really. And in multiplayer, I don't know, don't really use them. I have the Peacekeeper from Supply Drops. Yo, the Peacekeeper's amazing. I got that thing too. I do wish they just added direct earnable weapon or ways to get them, other than just the weapon bribes, or just add more weapon bribes into the game. You know? Took one lucky try. That is the type of luck I need. I remember people loved supply drops in Advanced Warfare. They were like doing these supply drop openings. They were like, this is awesome, special supply drops. And then once like Black Ops 3 like was halfway through its life cycle, that's when people started to be like, yo, this is whack. And they started hating on it. Which, I mean, yeah, it's not, I don't like it, the fact that they do that. But when you have a system like World War II or Modern Warfare Remastered, those systems were perfect. Well, not perfect, but they were better. You actually grind towards the gun that you want rather than just having to get lucky. Nacht BO3 is pretty easy. I mean, if we were running gobblegums, like actual gumballs, this could be a lot easier. But I don't want to run them. I thought it'd be funner without them. More of a challenge. Do a stream on MWR? I don't know, probably not. Just because of the fact that I don't think I got time for that. I got too much video work to do, too much college work. So I don't know if I'm gonna have the time for that. What's your favorite Zombies map? Origins. Still is Origins to this day. It's been Origins since like 2014, and it's still Origins to this exact day. Actually, if you want to see my whole entire ranking, I do have it up on my channel. You can watch my ranking of all the maps, but just keep in mind that video is outdated, so some of my opinions are greatly changed today. Like, I have Voyage of Despair at number 7 on that list, and I'm like, looking back on today, I'm like, yo, definitely not number 7 anymore, but it's still some of it's accurate. Like, Origins is still my favorite map of all time. But I'm going to do an updated ranking video of all the maps after DLC 5, so that'll be fun. I'm leaning towards World War II because there's more long replayability like daily orders and contracts, but again, has that. What do you think, man? Well, if you're going to buy one of them, I don't know. World War II isn't updating itself anymore, so I guess there's that to keep in mind. It's going to slowly lose player base, and there's going to be less and less players to play with. So, I don't know. Can't wait for Modern Warfare. It's heading in the direction of being my favorite COD of all time. I love the beta. I loved it too. I want to be honest. I did too. Even though I didn't like Weekend 1, I loved Weekend 2. So, I think I'm going to enjoy it. I wish I had zombies, but, you know, it's still going to be fun regardless. Hey, Origins is my favorite map too. It's just so good. I don't know what it is, man. Origins is just... It's tedious. The Easter egg can be very tedious. But I like that for some reason. It's just always keeping me to, you know, on my toes. I'm never just sitting in a corner like I am now. I'm never training zombies like in a circle for 3 hours. I'm always up and about doing something, and that's exciting to me. I like how Origins does that, you know. What's your favorite BO4 map? Honestly, I'm always flip-flopping between what my favorite Black Ops 4 map is. It's either Alpha Omega, Ancient Evil, or 9. It's one of those three. It probably is Alpha Omega still. But I don't know. In terms of story, TOG is my favorite. Definitely. The story on TOG is amazing. I love TOG for the story aspects. In terms of gameplay, though, probably 9. In terms of a combination between story and gameplay, I'd say Alpha Omega. You know? So I think Alpha Omega might be my favorite, actually. Yeah, I think Sledgehammer stopped updating it since, like, July. Yeah, they haven't updated it since. Which makes sense. They're busy doing stuff on the next COD with Treyarch. But I'm still really interested to see what Treyarch and Sledgehammer can put together. Because they're working on this game together, by the way. Black Ops is not just a Treyarch game. It is going to be a Treyarch and Sledgehammer game, which is crazy to me. We can't ham BO4 too much because it did give us the single greatest zombie map of all time, Alpha Omega. No one can tell me otherwise. I like the map. I don't think it's the best one, but I love it, though. It is underrated. Because most people actually give it a pretty bad rating as a whole. I don't know, man. That boss fight is just awesome. There's something about it. Double tap is like a necessity right now. So the fact that we don't have double tap is gonna hurt us in the long run. But I'm probably not gonna go on for longer than like round 30. Because, like I said, I gotta go somewhere. Gotta hang out with the GF, you know. Do you think the Black Ops Pass will be worth it for DLC? Oof. Depends how much you play zombies. If you play zombies a lot, then yeah. If you don't, then no. You know, for multiplayer, it's not worth it, but for zombies, I'd say it is. Because you got Ancient Evil, you got Alpha Omega, you got TOG, and you got Dead of the Night, of course. So I'd say it's worth it if you're a zombies fan. If you're not, though, probably not. Don't forget Raven is also helping. That's true. That is true. They are helping. But they're just a support studio because they're also working on Modern Warfare, so, like, their effect on Black Ops is not going to be as big as it is. Just because of the fact that they're working on everything. Like, Raven goes to every single game and helps out. Like, I think they helped out on Blackout, too. So, like... But, like, I'm pretty sure Sledgehammer is just working with Treyarch. They're not doing anything else. At least as of what we know. They might be doing something else as well. We don't really know. Treyarch right now is just juggling the next game and Black Ops 4, which they're probably almost done with Black Ops 4. If they're going to do this DLC 5, that's just what they're going to have to handle. Polishing it up, making sure it's ready for whenever it decides to launch it. But in terms of multiplayer Blackout, I think they're done. I don't think they're going to update it ever again, honestly. Thinking of getting Black Ops Pass for DLC when I get it. BO4 for Xmas. Yeah, like I said, if you're both multiplayer and Zombies fan, it's probably worth it if you like the game. Maybe play the game first, play the Zombies maps that are on disc, try to see if you enjoy it, and if you don't enjoy it, then don't get the Black Ops Pass, but if you do enjoy it, then get the Black Ops Pass. All depends on if you enjoy the base maps. If you don't enjoy the base maps, you're probably not going to like the game itself. So like MW3, IW, and Sledgehammer Games worked on it. Yeah, just like that. Ah shit, we didn't get to use Alchemical for RPK. So we about to run out of ammo. We'll just train him now. And boom. Holy shit, the drops. My god. Do we hit the box? Not the box, the bubblegum. Fucking swordplay. My friend is PS4 Pro and BO4 looks fantastic on honestly. Don't understand people saying the graphics suck. They really don't suck. I agree. At least for Zombies, I don't think they suck at all. I think Blackout, the graphics are a little iffy, but it's Blackout. Compared to other Battle Royale games, it's really good. I hope they bring back the sliding from BO3 back. I'm actually curious to see what they do with that, yeah. I want it back too, but considering it's a Black Ops title, like it's Black Ops, it's gonna be Cold War Vietnam, they might want to bring the dolphin dive back. But yeah, I'd rather have sliding, I agree. Like, sliding is a lot more useful. Like, why am I gonna dolphin dive ever in multiplayer or Zombies? Like, I'm never gonna do it. And for people who want PhD Flopper back, like, we'll just have PhD Slider. It's just as good. Remember, I was saying that for ages. I was like saying we should have PhD Flopper and BO3. Everyone was like, "Oh, they can't have it. There's no dolphin diving." I'm like, they can make it work. They can call it PhD Slider, and they did that in Black Ops 4. And I'm so glad they did. Only map I could run to 100 is Ascension. I'm assuming you tried to say Ascension there. Yeah, no, I don't like running to 100 at all. Like, it's just not fun to me. But the maps I have done on is Der Eisendrache, Shinonuma, World of War Shinonuma. I think I did it under Reed's Shinonuma, or Duri's World of War as well. And Revelations, I know I did it on. Revelations, it was pretty easy to do it. But it's just not fun to me. Like, it gets so boring. We almost just died there. That would have been upsetting if we died there. Here's the thing. I'll probably buy BO4 because we have 3 replayable modes unlike MW and I guess any other COD. That's true. You have a lot more to do, I feel like. I just wish the game's microtransactions weren't as bad and you had more ways to earn, like, the DLC guns. Ooh, the Mark II, yo. Good shit. Forgot this thing was even on the map. Look how beautiful that Mark II looks. So pretty. off double tap, so it kind of shoots a little slow. So that's unfortunate. Kaboom! I heard it drop somewhere. I don't know where, but there we go. They might as well just give us a pack-a-punch machine on this map. You already got the perks and everything. Might as well just place it right here. That's all pack-a-punch machine. That'd be swell. I don't hit the gumball machine again. Gotta see what I gotta get. Oh shit. Nope. Screw you. And over here. Alright. That's gonna help us if we get cornered at least. Oof. Alright, I don't know what round we're gonna go to because, like I said, I gotta go soon. I got shit to do. I made a few videos that I'm gonna be able to upload throughout the week. A few Walking Dead things, a few... So, we'll have that up soon. I have played BO4 at my friend's house. I played the Zombies maps. I honestly think the one I enjoyed the most was either Blood or Alpha Omega. Alpha Omega is definitely my favorite, so... Gotta say, it's up there as one of the best. Blood is really got an awesome atmosphere to it. That's what I love about it. But Easter egg can be kind of tedious. But the atmosphere, the soundtrack is amazing. Boom. The wonderful thunder gun. Is there a Bowie knife on this map? I don't think so. I mean, I know it isn't on World of War, but like, I'm just wondering if there's any way to get it on this game. I don't understand why Monty is all of a sudden a villain in BO4. He seemed like an ally in BO3. So yeah, he was kind of he wasn't tricking us, but what he did in the end of BO3 was trapped us back in the cycle. He said, screw you. Like, if you watch the Revelations cutscene in Black Ops 3, he basically said, you guys don't belong here. You guys are going to ruin this perfect world. So he put them into the cycle again. Threw it back right in it. That's where they were. They were going to just go through the cycle and live through that the rest of their lives. And obviously they didn't want that. They wanted to find a way to get rid of all the dimensions, because Monty was keeping all these dimensions alive. And so that's why they went back, or Revelations Rick Toffin went back to Blood of the Dead and told them to keep their souls. And you gotta go defeat Dr. Monty now. Basically, that's what happened. Nacht Der Untoten was a letdown. I don't think it was in terms of certain ways, maybe, I guess. In terms of story, I think it was perfect. But, I don't know. I don't think it was that bad of a letdown, as much as other people are. Like, I think people just had expectations that were too high. Like, people were expecting a great war. Like, you understand, BO4 can't handle that. Like, the engine is still pretty old. Like, you can't handle a freaking giant-ass war amongst the Keepers and the Apothicons. Which, wouldn't even make sense to fight in it anyways? story-wise, they didn't have to fight it, but I think when they have this new engine in the next game, there'll be a lot more they can do. I don't know. I like the story, though, behind the map. I think it was really great. Does BO3 still get updates? No, not at all. But it's got a lot of stuff to it, though. BO3 is very replayable in my eyes. But they don't update it anymore. I don't want to waste my ammo on one zombie. Alright. I don't know what round I want to get to because I'm probably going to have to leave within the next 10 minutes. So, I think I get to around 30 within the next 10 minutes. I don't know. I might just end myself. How come none of the Treyarch devs mention MWO on their live stream? I don't know. Why would they mention it? You know? I guess they really have no reason to mention it though. Like, I don't know, the devs don't usually, they sometimes, obviously, the devs play the other games, they do. They mention that many times, like, on Twitter and stuff like that, they'll be like, oh, had a great time playing, Modern Warfare Beta or whatever, like, they say that stuff all the time. Yeah, we gotta get out of here quick or we're gonna die. No! Alright, whatever. That's gonna end the stream there. I mean, Nacht Der Untoten, final verdict of this map and experience. It's just really boring because there's not much to do on it. And I think that's obvious. I did shit in the World at War version. I died like in the first couple rounds, but you know, that's World at War for you. So next up is Verrucht, which we'll try to do next weekend. If we don't, it'll be the weekend after that. If we don't, it'll be the weekend after that. And if we don't, it'll be the weekend after that. You get the idea. If I don't do it, just expect it to happen eventually. You know, I'm not going to make this a scheduled series or anything like that because no one can ever keep up with their schedule, so there's no point of even making one in the first place. So just expect them eventually is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.